Okay, let's take a look at what's going on, Scorpio. This is the 9 of Wands. Wands are all about fire and action and movement. And this particular card, it's a 9, so it's right before the 10. So it does look like you are either emotionally letting things go or physically going through your closets and letting things go, or both. So it's really a time where you're reflecting back on what works for you and what doesn't, hanging on to the things that are positive and self-propelling forward, and really letting go of, the things that hold you back from your greatness. Guilt, anger, guilt, betrayal, PTSD, stuff like that. So it looks like you're really taking a look at what serves you and what doesn't. It's really not a big problem to let it go, but it's time. It's time. So you may be even manifesting this on a physical realm by, cleaning out your garage or something. But it does look like you're cleaning things up and holding on to the things that are most important, that will really help you get to where you want to go, and really releasing these anchors that have been holding you back from your greatness for a while. So what crosses you is isolation. Be careful not to isolate. This is also can be procrastinate, kind of running away from things, being fearful, can be on the physical realm, could be frightening aspects about money. But this is a 4, so this is the 4 of Pentacles, and this is kind of like the hiding out one. So be careful not to isolate, be careful not to hibernate for too long. Your wisdom, your gifts, your smile, everything is needed out in the world. So don't scuttle away into the cave for too long. We all need to go in there to resolve things, but don't shy away from pardon me, being in the public eye, and don't shy away from making some decisions. So you may be a little burnt out on all this cleaning out and you need a day off. That's fine, but let it be a day off, not 2 or 3. So your wisdom, your guidance, and your love is needed out in the world. Pardon me, I'm trying to get rid of a cold. Flying on airplanes with people coughing on you kind of do this to you. So I'm trying to get rid of it while I'm doing readings, which is kind of manifesting it up to the front. Sorry. Okay, Page of Pentacles. This is about messages. It's in the higher area. Page of Pentacles can be messages about money or things, important messages. Concerning worldly ambition. It could be good news regarding your efforts out in the world. Good news about material goods, a raise. This is a positive. Sorry, Scorpio. Please forgive me. Anyway, the High Priestess is here. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for messages. Check those emails, letters, verbal messages, kind of acknowledgments. It can be as little as a pat on the back, for we really like what you're doing, to a bonus check, or something that you forgot about that comes to you. So it is good news on the material plane. The High Priestess is here. She's a wonderful card, especially for us Scorps. And that's really starting to incorporate your intuition and your intellect, and incorporating everything into your life and seeing things in the big picture. Not being so upset if you have a little stumble, and realize that Spirit is guiding you in the right direction. But the High Priestess shows up when you've kind of reinstated that, when you've incorporated all that, and you are living in your highest creative essence. So that does look like what's happening. It looks like that a lot of things that you wanted to resolve last year, you have, and now it's kind of a new slate. But it also feels like you are incorporating your creativity, your intuition, your psychicness, if you have that ability. And for those of you that are walking in the atheist plane, it's just incorporating your higher mind, and looking at the big picture of things and not getting caught up in the little details, and realizing everything that we've gone through has made us the people, that we are today. So it's not living in regret as much as living in joy. So when that feels like what's happening for you, is that you're really incorporating the joy, the big picture, and kind of hitting that acceptance of life. Also getting in tune with your own magic, trusting your own magic and your own intuition and that first mind. Something hits you funny in your gut, it feels funky, trust that. So start trusting your first mind and the spirit of your heart and what it's telling you. And in present time, we have the Six of Wands. Now, this is a great card. This is when you're getting acknowledged for all your hard work. It could be a raise at work. It could be a letter of acknowledgement. It could even just be an email for somebody that really appreciates you. It could be a thank you. Or, it's an encouragement that you are on the right track. It can be financial as well. It could be a raise. But you're being honored for your hard work. You could be getting an award for doing work out in the community, but it's an acknowledgement of your hard work and all the growth and healing that you have gone through over the last couple of years. You have really changed a lot of things. Your perception has changed, Scorpio. You're much more in a positive growth space, and you're seeing your worth a little bit more and more, maybe through the eyes of community, but you are seeing your worth and really embracing it. The next one is the moon, and the moon is our intrinsic stuff. It's how we deal with things inside of ourselves. And the moon, when you get the moon card, especially in the future position, it's kind of dictating that you take some of those great ideas that are held back, in the ethers, and to bring them into the earth plane. It's time to, create that maybe you want to write a book or start a dance class or, start a poetry reading or poetry jam. Or, it may be just bringing your own personal gifts from the inside to the outside. The world really is in great need of wisdom. And Scorpio, you have a lot of wisdom and a lot of intuition. And now it's time to share those beautiful gifts with the rest of the world and not hide them away. You are very close to making this decision. You're not quite on this path, but you're very close to making that decision. The moon also, in many aspects, can stand for mother. And it could be you as a mother. It could be your actual mother or a mother figure. So you may have made a new connection with a maternal person or your children. You may have cleaned up some stuff that maybe mom gifted you that wasn't working for you anymore, or could be a PTSD type of situation that your mother gave to you that you're releasing. But there's something about mother in this. But for the most part, the moon is about bringing this beautiful stuff from the inside to the outside plane. So don't be afraid to step into your greatness and give it a try. If you fail, try a different way. It's okay. Scorpio, you are a tenacious sign and you do go with the flow. So don't be afraid to try those great ideas that you've been a little hesitant, a little afraid, and maybe a little shy to bring them to the surface. It does feel like they will be well received. The King of Pentacles is the basis of all this. And, kings are exalted creatures. Pentacles are earthbound things. If this is a person, it will be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Doesn't necessarily have to be a man. But it's usually, the kings are someone of great integrity. And pentacles are all about maturity and courage and wealth, success, power, worldly worldly things. So because it is the basis of all this and you are working on projects, I really feel that it is not necessarily a person, but this is really what you put into this wonderful endeavor. You will get rewarded with success, either financially, emotionally, or spiritually. So it does feel like it's time to put those great ideas and your wonderful gifts out into the world. Are you opening up your own store? Are you going into business with somebody? So it's time to put those great ideas into the physical plane. You know, this is the physical. This is the material. So it's time to put them out in the world, and it does feel like success is right there. So it's time to do that. Now this card right above here, it's time to walk away from things that haven't served you. This is people, places, and things. So if you know you need to move, or you have been working on moving, now is the time to make that happen. I know you are cleaning out the closets emotionally, physically, and spiritually. So there may be some friendships that you've had to walk away from in the distant past. And it does look like that was the best choice for you. It does feel like there were a little bit too much dependency, and it does look like you were angry and you had to walk away from some things, and it does feel like that was the best choice for you. So if it's a friendship, if it's a job, even the family dynamics, if it was politics and you decided to walk away from it, that is going to ultimately serve you to the greatest good. It does feel like it was the right decision. Even though it was scary or it pissed you off, it's okay. It's what needed to do to start the ball rolling on your creative juices right here. The moon, of course, remember, that is the internal side of us. So really, to incorporate a little bit more, you have to preserve your energy that you were giving out to people who really weren't very grateful. It does feel like there was a bit of ingratitude and almost demanding or neediness and expectation. That really wasn't working for you. You know, if you help somebody over and over, a little thank you would be nice instead of a more demands. So it does feel like you got to the point where you either were in a corner or you're really pissed off and you walked away. And that does feel like ultimately it was the best choice to happen for all involved, by the way. Next is the Three of Wands. This is also a motion card. 3 is about, looking towards the future. It does dictate that you need to wait a minute, collect some more information before you take that leap of faith. It does look like, it's continuing on the unknown. So start collecting some more information. It does feel like you are healing yourself. This may be from a physical, something physical. It may be an illness. It may be a heartbreak, but it does feel like you're healing yourself and that you need a little bit of more time to do that. But for the most part, you are collecting information before you take that big step. It does look like some things will be presented to you in spring. So now is the time, during the rainy season on the Western Hemisphere, it's a beautiful time for permission to stay indoors and collect the information that you need. But it does look like you're growing and you're changing, and you just need to wait a little bit before you take a big leap. It does look like some international travel will be presented to you. It does feel like either it will be presented to you in spring or it will be asked of you in spring. So these growth things here are telling me that something will be presented to you in spring. And it does feel like quite a celebration and something you've been looking forward to for a while. But it also feels like it'll be kind of a surprise and a well-deserved surprise. So the culmination card here is the 4. This is the celebration card. Yes, it's time to collect information and to work hard, but it's also time to enjoy our time off with our gal pals or our dude friends and to really start celebrating. This also can be a wedding or a kind of organized celebration that might be coming up. It may be a wedding, reunion, anniversary, celebration of some kind, birthday celebration, but it does feel like it's time to let your hair down a little bit, Scorpio. You've done a tremendous amount of work over the last 12, 24 months, and it's time to enjoy yourself. Get out a little bit, go throw some darts with the dudes, something like that. Go bowling. And it doesn't have to be a great celebration, but something where you're not thinking about work and you're not having the to-do list in your head. And it does look like there's some friends that have been kind of waiting for you, so it's time to reconnect with them. So that is a lovely, lovely card. What is on the opposite side of this, the culmination card, is the 7. This is the 7 of Pentacles. And this also, right side up, it's lots of activity mentally. It's a lot of projects, and you have to just pick one. When it is upside down, it kind of tells me that you have had a lot of projects on your plate. It's time to give yourself a little break, maybe just focus singularly, and not let the other things fall, but just, redo your priorities and not fill your plate so much. I know Scorpios, we tend to do that. We fill our plate. We don't want to say no, but it's time to really make you a priority and do some single focus on the project that really requires a lot of your attention right now. So don't fill your plate too full. No is a complete sentence with a capital N at the beginning of the sentence and a period at the end of the O. It does not mean I don't love you. Doesn't mean anything, but doesn't work for me right now. So set those boundaries and really get that singular focus for yourself, Scorpio. On the other side of this is the abundance card. This is a great card. It is the 9. It is the inheritance card. It is kind of the getting your money in order card. The windfall, if you will. So there may be some unexpected money coming your way. Most of the time, this comes with inheritance. So it may have been somebody who gifted you when they have passed over. Or it may be dealing with an IRA or filling out your will or redoing things for your own legacy. But this pretty much is the abundance card. So be open and ready to receive, Scorpio. It does look like things are moving in that direction. You have done the hard work. You've lived in poverty for a while, and now things are on the upswing. Not all of you have lived in poverty, but it's always a juggle financially. So it looks like things are on the upswing for your abundance. It's open. It is time. You're getting all the positive financial cards. So don't be afraid to start that new endeavor. It does look like success is there for you to take. All right, Scorpio, what a great reading that was. This was a general reading. Let me throw a couple of these chakra cards. They're one-word cards. I kind of like that. They bring it on home in one word. So, trickery. All right, be aware. It's pretty hard to trick a Scorpio, but be aware. If it feels like jive, most likely it is. So, be aware that someone close to you may not be presenting things to you honestly. Trust yourself first and foremost. If it sounds like jive, it is jive. And the second card is soulmate. Are you ready for your soulmate? Are you with your soulmate? It's time to open your heart. If you are with your soulmate, you have probably shifted your perception and are working together a little bit more fluidly. If you haven't met your soulmate, you're probably ready to. You're opening your heart. You're opening your mind. Things are really opening on all possibilities, Scorpio, on mind, body, and soul. So it doesn't surprise me that the soulmate card is here. It is not in your general reading here, but it does look like the possibilities are here in your one-word chakra cards.